All right, I'd like to welcome everyone to the June 29th, 2020 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please rise and join me in the pledge? I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, President of the Board. Commissioner Merrill is absent today. Fellow Commissioner Barb Lewis is here, and our clerk today is Sarah DeNova. Oh no, it's Jennifer Walraven. And we can begin.
Resolution number 20-551, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held June 25th, 2020.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 20-551. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-552, in the matter of approving purchase orders and now certificates and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 0626 and memo transfers in batch number MT APR 0626.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 20-552. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-553, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second, discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 20-553. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-554, in the matter of approving a public safety training agreement between the City of Columbus Department of Public Safety, the Delaware County Board of Commissioners, and the Delaware County Sheriff's Office for sending Delaware County Sheriff's Office cadets to the Columbus Police Department Academy.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
Entertain any questions. I know it's been a little bit of challenge working through the coronavirus issues with getting deputies into the academy. I think they're leaning towards using Columbus Academy as opposed to Ohio State Highway Patrol. I think they're winding down some of their services, so I think we'll see more cadets going to the Columbus Academy. Not sure yet if their training process will change with everything out there in the news, but this is for two deputies to get their academy training.
Okay.
So what usually happens then as far as the training? Where do they receive the training?
They'll actually receive these two at the Columbus Police Academy.
Okay.
I think last November, I think the sheriff started using, maybe he had prior to that, the Columbus Academy, which is not just for Columbus police officers. They open that up to some other entities, but it's mostly Columbus police officers. Prior to that, they used the Ohio Highway Patrol had an academy that was kind of universally used. But I don't know if you've read the news there, even a lot of the training that they used to do there through that entity is kind of being reduced. So the academy, the sheriff does like, and the deputies over do like the Columbus Academy. It's a little bit more thorough.
Okay.
It does cost money, though. I think the Highway Patrol Academy was kind of free. You just had to pay for all their equipment and all that sort of stuff. There is a $6,000 charge. They do stay there. I think there's a couple candidates that are in the Columbus Academy currently, and they're in the process of graduating. And then there's still a few yet in the Highway Patrol. And there was a big challenge we had, not a challenge, but an issue we had because they're not allowed to leave once they go there. And with the whole COVID issue and just different things, it was kind of tricky for a while there. But we
Sure. Okay, thank you.
Okay, vote.
Vote on motion 20-554. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-555, in the matter of accepting the Sheriff's Office budget estimating the cost of operating the jail and feeding its inmates for 2021.
So moved.
Second, discussion.
This is a revised code requirement. I dug around a little bit to see if there was much dialogue related to this as far as the jail's budget now versus later in the year when the formal budget process is done. Couldn't find a whole lot, so I kind of just followed the process in the past. Hasn't been a lot of discussion at the sheriff's administrative level yet about 2021 budgets. This is kind of just a preliminary number at this point, but knowing that there's might be some challenges moving into next year, certainly we'll be very attentive to what actually occurs. So entertain any questions you may have.
Yeah, I think no real questions. I know this is a requirement.
Right.
But the important thing is that it isn't binding. It's so early in the process to
Yeah, and I was trying
have
to dig
refined numbers at this
Trying to
point.
dig around if there was some connection back to maybe something with the jail and some program at the state where they're trying to track costs, but really not. I think it's just a matter of just kind of how it's been in the revised code for a period of time, so.
Yep. All right, vote, please.
Vote on motion 20-555. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
For the record, could we ask Mr. Stelzer to identify himself?
Oh,
I know it. This is Dean Stelzer, the Chief Business Officer for the Sheriff's Department.
there we go. Thank you, Jennifer. Yeah, we record this, so we have to identify it.
Resolution
Dean.
number 20-556, in the matter of approving the sanitary sewer improvement plans for Pyatt Reserve, Section 2, and villas at Old Harbor West, Sections 1, 2, and 3.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
Morning, Commissioners. Tiffany Mag, Director of Environmental Services. So this first plan of approval for Pyatt Preserve is a 22-lot subdivision. It's single-family homes on the east side of the new Pyatt Road near Cheshire Elementary, just north of Cheshire Road. And then the second one is villas at Old Harbor. That's on the northwest corner of Old State Road near the intersection of Hollenbach Road. So we request your approval. And that one is actually 94 lots.
Okay, vote?
Vote on motion 20-556. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-557, in the matter of approving the sanitary sewer subdividers agreement for Pyatt Preserve, Section 2.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
So this is the same project that we just described above. It's a standard subdividers agreement, and it's the one that's on the east side of the new Pyatt near Glenmead.
Okay. Vote?
Vote on motion 20-557. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 20-558, in the matter of approving amendment number 1 to the professional services agreement with Strand Associates for the Cheshire Pump Station and Force Main Upgrade Project.
So moved.
Second, discussion?
So this is the project that's in construction right now at Cheshire and Africa Road, building the new pump station near the intersection and then the force main all the way down Africa. We're adding $45,000 for the construction phase services with our consultant, and they also did perform a little bit of additional electrical design services during the design phase. That's also included in that 45 grand.
Is this at the northwest corner of that intersection?
Yeah.
It's being done?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
been by
Yeah.
there and,
There was previously, it's still there, I'm sure, the little brown building, that's the existing pump station. We're building a brand-new one, and we'll be demolishing that one just because of the age and the capacity restrictions that we have on that smaller station.
okay. All right, vote?
Vote on motion 20-558. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thanks.
Thank you, Tiffany.
Thanks, Tiffany.
We do not have any transfers, and we do not have any administrator reports today, so,
No need for executive session, but we'll do
nope. So Commissioner Committee.
commissioner
report.
comments?
Well, let's see. Auditor Keitsa sent us a note last Monday, which it's kind of interesting. He said that Union County, and this is as a result of figures just released by the Census Bureau, but he said Union County was the fastest growing county in 2019, which would have been July 1 of 2018 to July 1, 19, with an annual percentage increase of 2.08. Delaware County was the second fastest growing in 2019 with an annual percentage increase of 1.99. In terms of actual population
Yeah, that's the
growth,
more
though,
important
this is, yes, it is. Union County increased from 57,782 people to 58,988 people, while Delaware County increased from 205,091 people to 209,177 people, an increase of a little over 4,000 residents. So interesting, because sometimes we just look at the percentages and it's like, oh my gosh, we're not still number one. But as far as people, we are. Yeah, the people increase. Yeah, and that's all I have.
Yeah, our friends in Union County will probably be
They'll be calling.
bragging about their
Yeah, then,
slight
yeah.
higher percentage
That's
increase,
right.
but
That's right, yeah.
we're adding more people.
Yes.
Just a couple other things. Regional Planning virtual meeting was Thursday evening, and that went very well. It was very quick. It was probably 20 minutes. Dave Stites and Scott Sanders do a really nice job, and it was very well attended. So it's one of those things that I think the virtual meetings are really making that more efficient. Legislative update, we had our monthly legislative meeting on Friday. The call. There's a number of things going on at the State House. Probably the main one that we got an update on is the liability immunity legislation. There's two different bills, one in the House, one in the Senate. They're both moving through the process, but it looks like it's going to be September at the earliest before the two bills can be reconciled and legislation passed. But it is very important that they do that, and they do acknowledge that's the number one thing they're hearing about is protecting our businesses, local jurisdictions.
Yeah, liability immunity
agencies.
for the businesses.
Yeah,
right.
liability protection. And it is, they recognize it's really important to get this done soon, so.
Oh, good.
Because we're already seeing lawsuits, frivolous lawsuits, and it could really cause a lot of damage to businesses that are already harmed and local governments and agencies and so on. So anyway, good to see that. Disappointing news on Friday, the Senate Bill 4 with the TID amendment did pass. It has been sent to the governor. The governor, I don't think, has signed it as of yet. But the result of that will be that counties like Delaware, who have a number of road and other infrastructure projects, they will end up being slower, more expensive, significantly more expensive, and more difficult to do. And the public-private partnerships, the private sector putting in money will probably be impacted as well. So damaging to the counties that have a lot of projects. We're seeing what we can do, but hopefully we'll be able to reverse that or get the governor to veto it. I think that's pretty much it from the legislative standpoint. Economic Development put together a brochure. I don't know if everybody's seen it or not, but very nice brochure talking
Yes.
about all the different things that they've done, the successes they've had, the tools they've developed, and again, our group does an outstanding job with the Finance Authority and the other tools that we have created. So it's great to see that. And let's see, no meeting Thursday.
Correct.
So, let's see, I've got a Sebco wellness vendor virtual meeting this afternoon. It looks like Sebco has found a proposed vendor to replace, what was the name of the company? Eric, you remember that went, anyway, the previous vendor that provided the wellness
Oh, really?
program
So they've-
for all the
oh,
counties
okay.
went
Okay.
bankrupt and
Right.
stopped operating. So they found a replacement. So hopefully we'll
good.
have that this afternoon. We'll have more information, but
Okay.
everything's just in a state of flux, and
Okay.
I'm sure Dawn Houston and HR Group will keep the employees in the offices posted on that, on the progress on that. And Saturday is the 4th of July, so I hope everyone has a great time. It's hard to believe it's coming around already. The first half of
gosh.
2020 will be over tomorrow, and I think that will make most people happy. It has not been a great first half of 2020.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it. One other observation, I guess, is this is another really short meeting, and Administrator Fromer is not here this time. So I think
Just about.
we can see whatever correlation you want out of that. But-
Could be the shortest.
So anyway, that's all we got. Commissioner Lewis, you want to bang the bell?